Students often get confused between the difference of open versus closed systems when we're looking at different reactions, in particular photosynthesis and combustion. So here's a released item from the Alberta curriculum that is showing that we know the difference. So when it says the products of photosynthesis are blank and the products of hydrocarbon combustion in an open system, so that really matters, are blank. So when you're looking at the products of photosynthesis, you do want to have that reaction memorized. And you are going to get out You're going to get out glucose and oxygen. Now the states for glucose and oxygen, they're not going to change. Glucose is a solid, oxygen is a gas. So we can rule out these first two because we know the products of photosynthesis. Now, in hydrocarbon combustion, your products are always going to be carbon dioxide, and that will be a gas, and water. But when it comes to water, you will always have a choice between a liquid or a gas, and that will depend on being in an open or a closed system. So if you're in an open system, like if you think about a glass of water in the middle of a room, that water wants to evaporate because if gas can escape, it will. So water will change states into a gas so that it can escape. So if there is an open system and water's formed, you would say it's going to be a gas. If it was a closed system, right? So think of water in a bottle that is sealed. If you had water in here and it's a closed system, that water can't go anywhere. It stays in the container, so it stays as a liquid. So in closed systems, you get liquids. In open system, you get gas. So then coming down here, we know we're going to have carbon dioxide, but now the determining factor is the state. It's an open system, so we want to see that gas state. So that is pretty much what we're looking at, and that's what matters. One thing I tell my students, if it doesn't tell you specifically if it's open or closed, you assume open, or you have to interpret that information. Like if it's cellular respiration, well, that's happening in your body. That's going to be a closed system. So as always, if you did find this helpful, please subscribe. And if there's any other video you'd like me to do, just leave me a comment. And thank you for watching.